Royal author Tom Bower, in his explosive new exposé, uncovers a 1997 17 magazine listing that calls her Meghan Markle, 21, putting her at 49 years old today, not the 44 she insists on.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
From erased records and Hollywood smoke and mirrors to iron-fisted royal image control, Meghan's backstory is a house of cards built on vanished details and altered dates. Did she fabricate her age to stay forever young in the spotlight, or is this the latest smear from her endless parade of critics? Spoiler: the evidence points to deception on a royal scale. Let's start with the heart of the scandal, Meghan's age. Born in 1981, she claims, making her a fresh-faced 36 when she met Prince Harry in 2016. But Tom Bower's digging reveals a glaring inconsistency that doesn't add up. Flip back to 1997, a 17 magazine feature spotlights Meghan Markle, 21. Do the math, that's 28 years ago in 2025.
She's 49, folks. Not 44.
Not even close. This isn't some fuzzy memory. It's printed proof from a glossy teen mag, back when Meghan was allegedly hustling for her big break in Hollywood.
Why the discrepancy?
Simple: youth sells. In an industry obsessed with the fountain of youth, shaving off 5, or is it 7, years keeps the glow intact, the roles flowing, and the suitors lining up. But here's where it gets royal. Her own father, Thomas Markle, drops a gut punch, insisting she's actually 51. That's not 5 years older than claimed, that's a full 7-year gap from her official narrative. Thomas, who walked her down the aisle, sort of, knows the family secrets. If he's calling her out, who are we to ignore it?
Critics aren't buying the excuses.
They label her the ultimate deceiver, a chameleon who morphed from B-list actress to Duchess by any means necessary.
And the evidence? It's not just whispers, it's a pattern.
Erased records from her early career, scrubbed social media timelines, and bias that conveniently shift like sand dunes. Hollywood spin at its finest: rewrite the script, recast the character, and hope no one fact-checks.
But Bower did, and now the cracks are showing.
Meghan didn't just age, she allegedly engineered an eternal youth serum for her public image.
Shocking? Absolutely.
Believable? In Meghan's world of curated perfection, yes. Now, let's peel back the layers of that Hollywood spin. Meghan didn't stumble into royalty, she orchestrated it. Long before Montecito mansions and Netflix deals, she was a soap opera starlet with a knack for reinvention. But Bower's exposé shines a harsh light on the vanished details that propped up her glow-up.
Think about it: early headshots? Gone.
School records from her posh Northwest days?
Selectively redacted.
Even her blog, The Tig, which chronicled her authentic life, was nuked from the internet the moment she traded LA for London. Coincidence? Hardly. This isn't sloppy housekeeping, it's strategic erasure. In Hollywood, where every line on your resume is a weapon, discrepancies like an inflated age could tank auditions. So, what better than to polish the backstory until it sparkles? Altered dates pop up everywhere, from IMDb profiles quietly edited to fan sites that mysteriously align with her narrative. It's a masterclass in damage control, the kind that would make PR gurus blush. But when she crossed into royal territory, the stakes skyrocketed. No more indie films to hide behind. Now it's palaces and protocols, and the royals? They bought it hook, line, and sinker. Critics howl. How did the same courtiers who proudly vetted Kate Middleton's high school graduation, parading it publicly like a badge of middle-class virtue, fail to verify Meghan's basics? Kate's Marlborough College days were dissected under a microscope, her every accolade a press release.
Meghan? Crickets.
No deep dive into Northwestern transcripts, no cross-check on those early modeling gigs. It reeks of favoritism, or worse, willful blindness. Was it the allure of her American glamour that blinded them? Or did Meghan's charm offensive include a few well-placed fibs? Either way, the deception stuck, turning a potential asset into a liability that still haunts the House of Windsor. Fast forward to the palace, where image is everything. Meghan wielded control like a scepter.
But Bower argues it's all smoke, royal image control masking a bombshell of inconsistencies. Remember the Oprah interview? That tearful tell-all where she painted herself as the victim of a stuffy institution?
It was box office gold, but peel it back, and it's laced with selective truths. The age lie fits right in. A younger Meghan is more palatable, more relatable to millennials, less like the older woman trope that tabloids love to hate. Critics don't mince words. She's the deceiver who duped the royals, waltzing in with a backstory as airtight as Swiss cheese.
Why else would courtiers greenlight a marriage without the basics?
Compare it to Kate. Every Middleton milestone was public property, from university theses to family trees. Meghan's?
A black box.
Erased records from her suits days, vanished details about ex-husbands and flings. It's as if she hit delete on her pre-Harry hard drive.
And the fallout?
Sussex it, the Oprah bombs, the Spotify flop. Each a thread in the tapestry of distrust she wove.
But is it all a smear campaign?
Meghan's camp cries foul, blaming Bauer and his ilk for harassment. Yet the evidence mounts. That 17 listing isn't fake news, it's archived fact.
Her father's 51-year claim?
Family law with teeth. In a world where royals are vetted like CIA recruits, how did she slip through? Simple. Charisma over credentials. She sold the dream, the biracial trailblazer, the modern feminist, and the palace bought at wholesale. Now, with every altered date exposed, the duping unravels. Meghan didn't just challenge the status quo, she allegedly forged her ticket there. Critics have labeled Meghan the ultimate deceiver, a woman who has duped not only the royals but also the public. This narrative is not just about age, it's about trust and transparency. When the details of your life become murky, how can people believe your story? Moreover, public figures like Meghan have a responsibility to be truthful, especially when they hold positions of influence. In an age where authenticity is highly valued, the exposure of any discrepancies can lead to a significant backlash. Meghan's critics argue that her attempts to control her narrative have only fueled suspicion and distrust.
Now, let's explore another angle, the theory of a smear campaign.
Some supporters argue that the scrutiny Meghan faces is unfounded, a deliberate attempt to undermine her credibility. But could this theory hold water? While it's true that public figures often face harsh criticism, the revelations surrounding Meghan's age and background can't be dismissed outright. The fact that her father has publicly contradicted her age raises questions that can't be easily swept under the rug. Is it possible that these discrepancies are being used as fodder in a larger narrative aimed at discrediting her? So, what have we uncovered? A duchess whose age isn't just a number, it's the cornerstone of a meticulously fabricated facade. From the 1997-17 shock to erased records, Hollywood spin, and unchecked royal vetting, Meghan Markle's story isn't one of triumph. It's a cautionary tale of deception that duped a dynasty. Critics nailed it, the ultimate deceiver, leaving a trail of vanished details and broken trust in her wake. Her father sees 51, Bauer sees 49. We see the lies adding up, the question lingers, fabricated youth or vicious smear. The evidence tilts toward the former, a polished backstory crumbling under scrutiny. Meghan may control her image from Montecito, but truth has a way of crashing the party. Royals, take note, verify first, coronet later. What do you think? Is Meghan a master manipulator or a maligned icon? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like if this expose hit home, and subscribe for the royal reckonings you won't find on Netflix. Thanks for watching, stay skeptical out there.